A very good morning, guys, to every one of you. So today we are going to see the newspaper called The Hindu, and it's dated in July 31st, 2025. And today we are going to see some of the so much interesting news about the Trump and also about the India launches NISAR satellites. It was a successful launch, and the launch was so much perfect. And we are also going to see about these cases. And simultaneously, India has joined because most of the time India used to support only the Israel, but now recently India has told that Palestine should be considered as a state too. So this is also one of the major interesting thing. And second thing is the rise in the share of AC berths in the long haul train. The AC train has been tremendously increased, but the number of passengers is a little bit low. So we are also going to see about the train issues, it means number of passengers in the AC train, and simultaneously we are also going to see little bit of extra things because you would have seen about the no bail for the Kerala nuns held in the Chhattisgarh. So what are the issues that's been going on? We'll directly go and see it. And now we can just go in the basic headlines, it means the front page, and simultaneously we can go to the world news and simultaneously what's occurring in India, and simultaneously about the regional thing also we are going to see. So the first most interesting thing is I want to tell about this. It means the Trump's 25% tariff and penalty to hit India from tomorrow, because today is July 31st and he tells it means at August 1st and August 2nd he is also going to impose lot of tariff not only to India and lot of to the alien countries, because he used to mention not foreign countries, he used to mention alien countries, and simultaneously the aliens comes and works in the USA, like that he used to mention. So okay, why this 25% of tariff does it definitely impacts Indian peoples? The answer is yes, definitely it will impact lot of peoples, because as I told in yesterday news, the MSME, wait, I'll just write in a paper. So you can see the MSME. The MSME schemes in India, it means it nearly contributes nearly 25% to 30% of the entire nation's GDP. And this MSME scheme is so much, it means this initiative is so much beneficial for the textile industry, production industry and clothing industry and lot of other chemicals industry and a lot of fertilizer industry. So we used to export this kind of raw materials, it means textile and a lot of other thing to especially to the USA. So you can see nearly how you can see how much percent, nearly more than 20% of the thing we are exporting, it means electrical and machinery goods to the USA. This electrical machinery we are exporting so much, and pharmaceuticals and nuclear machineries and pearl and precious stones and lot of mineral fuels we are also going to export, we are exporting in the USA. But now as it means Trump imposed 25% of the tariff. For example, to say in for example, a product is called as semiconductor is something advanced chipset is for example it costs about 100 rupees in India. So now we are going to sell in the America, means 25% tariff, it goes around 125 rupees. So people mostly used to buy at 100 rupees, now it goes on 125 rupees, means the people just thinks to buy this, definitely we have to buy this 125 rupees price, or what we can do, because India is a cheap market, and even though we offer a lot of good affordable price things to the foreign market, this 25% of the tariff will definitely affect India and simultaneously to the lot of other world, because as we use the dollar trade between lot of other countries, this 25% of tariff not only affect this MSME agriculture sector but also definitely will affect the dollar sector, because now we have to give lot of dollars, because since the trade with the America is usually has with the dollar, if we have a trade with the USA with the in dollar and rupees, means it won't be that much problematic thing. So as we need to spend lot of dollar to the USA, we can't spend lot of dollar to the other private companies or also other private, it means countries such as the Gulf countries. So the dollar depreciation will also occur, because you would have known about the petrodollar, what we are doing with the Gulf countries and simultaneously to India. So this will definitely affect lot of problems to the India. And why I am telling this is because India is a consumer based market and simultaneously a good exporter. Why especially I want to tell, the total trade between the India and USA is about $131 billion. It means $131 billion. And the export, because as the Indians export lot of goods, it means lot of machinery goods and lot of other goods to the USA is little bit of $86 billion, and we import nearly $45 billion from the USA. But you can see we do have a lot of surplus amount, nearly $40 billion we used to get lot of extra things from the USA. So in this surplus, it means after imposing lot of tariff, this surplus amount will definitely reduce to 20 billion or 10 billion, suppose, because we are doing lot of communication, lot of interaction with Russia, definitely extra penalty will be imposed by the USA to us. And when we compare to the China, you just see guys, China has a export. It means from China, nearly 462 billion of amount of dollar is exported to the USA. So they are getting a lot of amounts, and the China imports a little bit of goods from the USA. It's about only 199 billion dollars. So they are used to having a so much surplus. It means they are having nearly 265 billion of amount surplus extra, so much extra. So this is a so much beneficial. Suppose if the USA impose any kind of tariff to the China, means the China won't care, because you just see where is this 265 billion dollar of surplus and where is nearly 40 billion of surplus, and compare the population and compare the GDP growth rate and China's GDP growth and India's GDP growth rate, and all of the thing will affect. India is full of young generation population and here it's of old generation population. So they used to get lot of money in the China. Even though the USA imposed lot of tariff on China, they won't take care at all, because China is a cheap market and usually it goes on sale in the other private partners also. So for China's point of view, India is just a trading partner. But India's point of view, India is the most, it means USA is the most well-known affordable trading partner. So India will use to take, it means will accept some kind of tariff balance between the what the USA has been imposing on us. So since the Trumps and Modi's took the initiative at 2030, we should have a trade nearly of $500 billion. So this 25% of tariff will definitely affect a lot of other things. And you can see here Russia's largest buyer of energy is along with the China is definitely India. So Russia to stop the killing in the Ukraine, all things not good. India will therefore be paying a lot of tariff, 25% plus penalty for other and above. So in tomorrow's world, definitely the terms will, it means the tariff will be imposed so much high, I think so. So we need to wait for tomorrow and let us see what's going to happen. And since India is also purchasing a lot of energy and military equipment from Russia, since you would have known about the Sukhoi 57, the 5th generation fighter aircraft. So this trade deal will definitely impact this Donald Trump, this idiotic person. So we need to look over it, because Trump's initiative, it means Trump's only main idea to expel Indians, it means to expel a lot of alien persons that are being placed in the USA. Since USA is also, you would have known about the USA's history, how the Europeans comes and occupies and they just removed the black Indians, red Indians and a lot of other Indian peoples were being placed in the Central America, in the USA. So you would have known about that history, I think so. So let us wait and see how the Indian government is retaliating against him. Okay, now we can go for the next information. So I really congratulate the NASA and ISRO for successfully launching this Earth observation satellite. As I told before, they put this synthetic aperture radar that's so much useful to detect each and everything, example the earthquakes and a lot of other things. Because you would have known about the recent issues about the Russia's earthquake. Nearly it had caused about 8.8 magnitude. Wow, it's literally so much high, guys. So it's not a so much lesser way, so much higher. So this kind of satellite, Earth observation satellite, can be able to detect this kind of earthquakes and tsunamis and a lot of other ecological problems that's been occurring in the future's world. And now they have successfully launched it, used to GSLV and F-16. And one of the other thing is, this is the first satellite and as well as the first, it means the rocket that GSLV goes and places the satellite in the geosynchronous orbit. It means sun's geosynchronous orbit. So this was the first rocket that is used. So mostly they used to place at the PSLVs only for the sun synchronous orbit, but this was the first time they used GSLV. That's also a good thing that have been developed. And since they used to have a 12 days interval for rotation of each and everything, and it was used to scan 242 kilometers. And suppose if you ask this mission is a good thing, yes, definitely it's a so much good thing, because now the interaction between the NASA and ISRO is being so much increased. So it will be, it means for exchange of any transfer of technology, for any key components, means definitely the NASA will help the ISRO, and simultaneously the ISRO will also help the NASA. So the understanding between the NASA and ISRO will be so much high. So if this kind of thing, it means not only in the satellite sector and not only in the rocket sector, in so much other related things, example the 5th generation or the technological thing or the AI products, a lot of other things, we do have a lot of collaboration with the USA. Definitely this person will come into the picture, and whatever the benefits it means the we Indians give to the USA, this kind of idiotic person will definitely reduce the tariff or will give any kind of extra benefits to the India. Let us see and let us wait for what's the thing will occur. And the next thing information, and you can see here the 2 terrorists killed in the Poonch sector and in the army says that definitely is a good thing, because lot of terrorists is being placed in the, it means he's been infiltrated towards India and towards lot of other damages. So they have just launched a operation called Operation Shiva Shakti, and before known we have known about the Operation Mahadev. So during the time they have killed the main culprit, they were involved in the Pahalgam attack. So now they have just killed other two terrorists, naming an operation called Operation Shiva Shakti, and it's been based on a tip of they successfully conducted this operation. I literally appreciate the army persons. And the next thing is the United Nations report mentions TRF a boost to anti-terror rate. This TRF means you know known the resistance force who conducted the Pahalgam attack. So now they have gave the enhancement of this kind of resistance force has comes under the terrorist driven mode. It means they have named this the TRF as in a terrorist it means terrorist list. So this is also a good thing, because now as the India is doing a lot of campaigns against the terrorism and zero terrorism and no terrorism policy, and so a lot of other countries and a lot of other institution organization also appreciate and supports the India. So this is a far more a gooder thing that India must be needed. So another one thing that you want to know, and you would have known about the Vijay and Talabadi Vijay, and who also launched a party, and for this party he just launched an app. So if you want to download Vinci, you can go and see what kind of other benefit or what kind of other extra thing that's been given in this app. And the next other thing is in the front page it's been given. This thing is one of the most interesting thing, because a Bagmati Express has had an accident in October 11, 2024. So why I am telling this is on why they have mentioned in this newspaper is because the entire documentary, means the entire case study has been completed and they just submitted the report. What happened is, this is a Bagmati Express, you just consider this is a train. This is a funny thing, and this is a train that's been going in a forward direction, and there is a stationary train. It's a frigate train, there is a stationary train. While they just, it means the turning should be occurred, but the fittings has been removed. So it means as the fittings has been removed, the train, it means the Bagmati Express straightly went and collided the frigate train which was placed as stationary. This fitting removal was been discovered now. You just see at before, it means it was occurred before 1 year nearly, but so later on all the investigation has been done, and they found the fittings has been removed and some kind of the other extra plates has been removed. So due to kind of incident has been occurred. So why this incident has been occurred, they still haven't found, because this kind of fitting is removed means until now there has been nobody casualties occurred. This is a good thing. If casualty occurs means definitely this kind of lot of investigation will be occurred. So this has been the given in the print news. And now we can go to the next, the central thing. And now you can see here one of the main interesting thing that I just read. Russia earthquakes triggers tsunami waves in the Japan and USA. You guys see guys, where is Russia and where is Japan and US? So this is one of the most interesting thing that we want to look over it, because the magnitude is nearly 8.8, literally so much high. And because Japan is an earthquake prominent zone, and in the USA you could have seen about the Hawaii, where a lot of volcanic eruption is occurring. So US also a lot of volcanic and earthquake comes in, especially in the Hawaii zone, and especially you would have known about the Ring of fire, especially in the Hawaii location. There will be certain location where lot of volcanic and lot of earthquakes will occur. And one thing I want to just show you is, wait one sec, I think so, you can see here. So this one is the thing. So here this Asia, and here it means see this part of connection has a connection within this side. So here the Japan is located, and here it means the both of the plates started colliding each other. So there are three type of it means the plates. You would have known about a lot of plates: the Eurasian plate, the Pacific plate, and the Indiana plate, and the Gulf plate, and African plate, South African plate. It means Antarctica plate. There are a lot of plates. So in this thing, there occur three plates, because let me explain in a clear way. And there are three type of colliding, because one is convergent, and second one is divergent, and third one is a transform boundaries. So for example, these are two plates, you just see these are two plates. Suppose convergent means both will go along with each other and will go slide one side like this, and other side will go downwards. And suppose if it's a divergent plate means this kind of two plates, this consider Pacific, this consider the Eurasian. So divergent plate means this both plates will move away from each other, and at the center it will become vacant. So center the magma will rise and the magma will flow, which leads to the oceanic volcanic eruption. In the ocean you would have seen lot of the magma will come outside. So the both plates will move opposite, and it means move away from each other, and the magma will rise from inside. So the next one is the transform. The transform boundary means you can see these two plates will move like this in a zigzag, in a horizontal way. This is called as transform boundaries. So now they have just concluded this kind of Russia. What it had occurred means this kind of convergent boundaries. Earthquake has been occurred. So due to that, it means the plate has been moved from one and two downwards like this. So as per my study, I just found this kind of convergent boundaries has occurred. So we need to look over it, because as we can't definitely say, because due to the Russia's earthquake, because Russia may also drop any kind of atom bomb, but that is so much worst case scenario that won't be occur, because the oceanic eruption has been occurred near the ocean alongside with the Japan and US. So my case, that definitely there won't be any kind of atomic explosion, but this kind of triggering place will definitely occur. Because whenever an earthquake comes, it's not a so much simple thing we can just pass over it. It's a so much triggering thing that's been we should look over it. And now we can just go for the next information, and you can see 3 killed as Russian strikes, army training grounded in Ukraine. That's okay. And focus on a practical step for Israel and Palestine two-state solution, says India in the United Nations General Assembly. So now the India, it means before 1988 itself, India was one of the first country to recognize Palestine as a state, but later on most of the countries did not accept the Palestine as a state. So now again the boost up has been come, because the France, who was a member of the G7, they just took the initiative to say Palestine we should consider as a state. And now we should go and look over it and what are the other kind of thing that's going to occur. And next thing, the Bangladesh election is going to come, and you would have known what about a lot of the illegal things and a lot of disgusting things has been occurred. And Kelanda Zia, and she is a woman, and she is going to represent the Bangladesh National Party. So we'll go to and wait and see what's going to occur in the next election thing in the Bangladesh. So sometimes it may be favor India, and sometimes it may not favor India also. So we need to look over it. Another thing is, this one is a far more interesting, because you can see this DG, it means Directorate General of Civil Aviation, over the past few years found nearly 19 findings in the Air India groups, because in the Air India groups there were 19 critical safety failures. There are two type of failures called level 1 safety failure and level 2 safety failure. Level 1 is a so much serious concern. Level 2 is a less serious, but it's a little bit of documentation error or delays in the flights or any kind of so much little concern. But level 1 is a so much serious concern. And you can see level 1 finding against Vistara, and one finding against Vistara, and 7 against Air India, and 2 other Air Indian Express. So there were a lot of serious concern in this Air India group, but they haven't properly well managed it. See guys, we can't directly blame the entire Air India group, because as at the beginning the government of India, they just transformed the entire thing to the Air India. Since being it's a private company, the Air India should take entire responsibility, because government of India definitely would have produced the entire document, each and everything to the Air India groups. Because after introspecting each and everything, only the private company will go and buy any kind of government sector. Suppose if any kind of one particular mistakes are occurred in the from the government side, means it will import a lot of problems to the government side. So the Air India did not regulate it properly, or did not find it each and everything. So this might be the fault of the Air India. It means especially the Tata groups. And see, you can see a lot of level 1 findings that been occurred in the Air India, and level 2 findings little bit occurred in the Air India, and simultaneously the Indigo and SpiceJet also. So you can see the Indigo has nearly 419 aircraft, and simultaneously Air India has 300 aircraft. So this kind of extra things they have been given. So this raises so much concern about this. And now other one of the interesting thing is, you can see the opposition demands explanation from the PM over the Trump tariff. So as the Congress person says, you just went for during the February month, you just went to have a deal with each other. So it's so much excellent. But why the tariff has been imposed? Because as the Modi says, the Donald Trump president is a good friend of mine. So why this kind of tariff is placed, and 25% extra tariff? And the Donald Trump is also invited, especially the Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir, and who now self-promoted through the Field Marshal, one of the best promotion that I have and watched in the entire history. So why this kind of thing has been occurred? So now the Modi should come and give explanation like that. They are just telling. Another thing is, See, one other thing nowadays, this kind of propaganda is also being circulated in the woman arrested for spreading Al Qaeda propaganda online. So she has nearly 10,000 followers on the Instagram account. So she used to spread a lot of misinformation and about the India and Al Qaeda propaganda about creating of terrorism, creating of panic, of destroying the Indian image. So like that, she has been involved. So now they are just, it means they just arrested her. That's a very much good important news that I want to just convey. And this thing, I think so. The new GDP series to be released on February 27, IIP and CPI. So because as we know, the India has a GDP nearly 5.8, 6.5%. Now again the revision of the GDP series is going to be conducted. The GDP series and IIP, it means Index of Industrial Production, and CPI Consumer Product Index, and this kind of thing. Again they will be consumer price index, this kind of thing. Again they will be revised, and in next year they will are going to leave. It means they are going to give a comprehensive report on this. So we need to wait and see what kind of thing is going to occur. Next thing, now you can just go for next thing. This one is so important. So you can see now no local has joined terror groups in Jammu and Kashmir in the past 6 months, say Amit Shah. So this is a kind of good thing, because now, guys, suppose the terrorism, if we need to resolve, means we need to give entire proper education and entire awareness. And these are the two things that we must give. Suppose if we haven't educated and we haven't given entire good awareness, or if we haven't given a good job to them, definitely the employment will be so much higher, and they will shift their mind focus to the other side. Suppose if you, so much simple, guys, you are doing 8 hours of work in a home or in any kind of sector. So after it means if you are suspended or if you are going out, means you just stay in your home for one day without doing any kind of thing. So your mind will completely switch over, and your mind will completely shut down. It will go on things little bit of negative way. So being an employed person and turned into an unemployed person and sitting idle for one day, we are turning our thoughts into negative thing. Means you just think about the persons they are in the Jammu and Kashmir. Lot of misinformation, lot of distress information, a lot of attacks, lot of operations. It means operations in lot of Sindur, Mahadev and Shiva Singh. Lot of operation will be continuously going on. So their stress level will be so much higher. Stress level and their managing capabilities. Even the people, even the Muslim peoples there wouldn't talk with other Muslim peoples properly, because they also might think the other Muslims can be any kind of terrorism part also. Any kind of Hindu peoples can come and attack. Any kind of Christian people will come and attack. So they used to have like a kind of fear also. So their stress level will be so much higher. So educating with the proper right information is so much good, and simultaneously about the awareness, simultaneously about the job, and a little bit of extra allowance should be given to them, because Jammu and Kashmir people is not living in a normal life as the most of the South Indian peoples live, because there are a lot of problems continuously will go on the Jammu and Kashmir. So okay, we can just go for the next one. And now this one is also a good thing. Lok Sabha passes resolution to extend president rule in the Manipur for 6 more months. So after the president came into the rule in the Manipur, lot of, it means fightings and lot of disruptions and lot of other things has been reduced until reduced. This is a good thing, because nearly 50,000 troops has been placed in the Manipur for any kind of violation should not occur. So that's a good thing. And now Lok Sabha also passed the bill that for the next 6 months the president should rule over there. Now the Rajya Sabha should sign and should pass this thing. So definitely in my case scenario, president will be the president will rule Manipur for the next 6 months. And the other thing, okay, you can just go and see, look for it. And share of AC birds doubled in the last decades in the long distance. And you could see a lot of the AC things in means in the India, the AC birds and the AC seats has been increased so much high. Guys, but I would like to see here, see the share of AC birds in the non-urban train across India has been increased. It means you can see it is in sleeper and the AC and the three-tier AC has been so much increased. It means percentage there, but you can see the percentage change in the number of birds. There is so much increase in the AC1 class. It means the percentage has been so much increased in the AC1, AC2, because more of people are converted. It means going to the AC1, and instead of going to the sleeper and other things, this chart represent like this. But you cannot see the share of percentage carried in non-urban area. So the percentage level is so much dependent on entirely in the sleeper, mail and orders in the second meal. So lot of people has been going, especially in this sector. But see, both our things are so much contradictory, because the AC bird, the AC coaches has been so much increased, but you can see the passengers and the level of means the capacity of passengers goes and especially goes in the sleeper sector and second class meal and ordinary sector. So this shows the still the India should need improvement in the healthy lifestyle and also the in what to say the employment of the people, because this shows you guys see guys, this is the top 1% to top 5% of the people that usually goes in the AC sectors, and remaining 90 to 95% of the people until now also going in the sleeper class only. So you can see the difference between the high class, low class and the middle class. But even though we do have increased a lot of AC berth sections, AC trains, still we are traveling in the passenger class, so we need to look over it. And this is a thing, the percentage change of number of passengers carried in. So now it means in the last decades now most of the people are just shifting towards the AC. It means AC 2 tier, AC it means second tier and third tier, because most of the team are going to the tourism. So see guys, as especially most of the people are going towards the tourism only, this kind of AC sector is going to boost. If they are not going for any kind of tourism or local transport from one location to other location, definitely this kind of passenger and other things will be going across. So and this other thing also shows the data relationship between 2013 and 2014, means both a comparison. So you can see here, see guys, I just told about the passengers has been traveling. I haven't just compared the years especially, but while we compare about the years, you can see this little bit of graph, it means little bit of brownie and dark brown shows the decrease in the passengers level. You can see in 20 I'll just write it 2013 to wait here wait. In 2013 to 2014, nearly how much millions of passengers have traveled? Nearly 83.3 millions of passengers traveled in the sleeper class. But you just see in 2023 to 2024, they have been reduced to 75.5 million people. I think so. This is million only. Oh, sorry, it's a percentage. So 75.5% of people travel in now sleeper. So it has been reduced. So you can see nearly 10% of the shares has been increased towards the other sector. Means it might be in the railway sector, or it might be in the airways, airports and aircraft sector, or it might be in the car sector also, and it kind of other well quality bus sector also. So we need to see about this 10%. So the passengers now most of them are shifting towards the AC trains. So this is a good thing now. So now the AC sector will also go to improve. It means increase, I think so. So other thing which I want to just mention. Okay, this is also a good information. And later on, then after finishing this, I will just tell the basic information also. So at the bilateral meeting of India and UAE agrees to elevate the defense tie. So why most of the countries comes to have a good defense ties with India means because India do have lot of experience, well experienced, well trained army person, because we do fight Pakistan daily and we also do fight China daily, and simultaneously you can see lot of other things. See here India, here Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and all of the here Myanmar is there. So India is here fighting with Pakistan, simultaneously fighting with China, simultaneously fighting with Bangladesh, simultaneously fighting with Myanmar, in some parts sometimes with the Nepal. You just see then how much the knowledge and experience the India do have, especially in the defense sector. So this is the main reason that other countries comes and have ties, especially in the related to the training things. And India also imports, India also exports a lot of artillery shells, only especially 155 artillery shells to the Saudi Arabia, to the United Arab Emirates. So the difference tie between the both countries is also elevating so much, is also increasing so much. So that's a good thing, because if a country has a good defense tie, definitely the bilateral relationship and alongside the trade talk will also definitely increase. Another thing, now we can just go and see a little bit of basic information. That's I'll say. And you would have known about the two nuns has been arrested because they were doing human trafficking, as the police media tells. But some other media and some other CM of the state, they are telling they haven't committed like this kind of crimes. And in Chhattisgarh, you can see only 2% of the Christianity in the entire population according to the 2011 census. Now this 2% might be increased to nearly 2.5 or 3%, I think so, because now it's about 2025. So some kind of voluntary conversion might occur, or some kind of people, they willingly comes and choose the Christianity. Suppose if the person goes and willingly chooses Christianity, I definitely accept. But if a person is forcefully converted based upon the religion based upon the caste. And suppose in their religion, if you they're not giving any kind of amount, so you convert this to this religion means some kind of peoples depending on the poverty level might convert. That's a good thing, because wantedly and unwantedly they are both as aspect. So we need to look about in the both of the aspect, because this kind of conversion also creates lot of controversy among the Adivasis, the Christian tribals and the Hindu tribals, because lot of people, it means ST, scheduled tribal peoples will be located in the each and every mountain sector, and SC scheduled caste and BC, MBC, lot of other peoples also being placed there. So we need to look each and every perspective without just looking a basic overview. We should not do. We should go in depth and we should look each and everything. So now we can just go to the next one. And one interesting thing I just want to mention. See, this is a good thing, because both mother and daughter cleared the NEET exam. So that's a good thing, because daughter cleared the NEET exam. That's a good thing. But mother, see, definitely this mother would have an age of nearly how much? 45 or 50, I think so. So that's a really good thing, because cracking a NEET exam at the age of nearly 50 means that's really an appreciating. I should clap for her. And the next thing, I think so, time's up. Okay, this one was okay, I think so. And the USA tariff and penalty disappoints garments and textile exporters. Yes, definitely. You can see, as I told before in the front information, this garment and textile definitely will reduce, because the US imposed 35% of tariff on export from Bangladesh, and 19%, 20% in the Indonesia and Vietnam. So he imposed a lot of tariff to the lot of other countries also. This will definitely also reduce the garments and textile exports to the other kind of foreign it means other kind of foreign players. So India now should resolve this. Means India should have lot of free trade agreements with lot of other countries, as we did in the UK. But we have to increase so much. Instead of having relationship with the only one UK, we should come to have a good relationship with the entire United, it means European Union. So this is from my point of side, I would like to tell. And I think so within this 32 minutes, I think so, I cover a little bit of, it means extra information to you. I hope so you like this video, and if you like, you just like this. And if you want to add any extra things about related to any other defense sector or any other geopolitical or any other kind of information, let me know. I will just come on definitely till to you. And I hope so you like this video. Then thank you. See you in the next video. Then have a good day. Then tada, bye bye.